we're in a new era of patriotism.
Yeah.
So we're going to stick on the side of we have the right to criticize and ridicule, and kind of fight for that, Frank, because it seems like that's going to come under threat as well.
No question about it.
No
No
question.
question. I mean, look, Olivia Troy has made it clear publicly now that she's the subject of a threatened lawsuit from Kash Patel for daring to criticize him publicly. So that's where we are.
Oh my
More
God.
That's a good segue into the first question here, Frank, because now you wrote a book called The FBI Way, and when you heard Kash Patel's name being floated around as the director of the FBI, is he congruent with the FBI way at all? Is there anybody less FBI way that we could possibly find than this guy? What did you think when you heard this news?
Yeah, the short answer is no. I mean, he's the polar opposite of what you need at the top of the nation's preeminent law enforcement and domestic security agency. But I have to tell you, I was taken aback only because through sources and general media coverage, it was my guess that he was going to get the deputy director position, and that someone with some sense of seriousness and gravitas might make it to the head of the FBI, albeit a Trump loyalist, yes. But so when I heard he was actually being nominated for director, yeah, a real problem. Why? I wrote a column for MSNBC Daily on this that basically said, look, the least of my concerns is his lack of competency. That we have lack of competency throughout the nominees from Trump. That's I've moved on from competency. And now I'm about, are they going to be blindly allegiant to Donald Trump over the Constitution? And if you don't, you don't have to take my word for it. I've got, people coming at me on social media. You're making this stuff up. You don't know. Give the guy a chance. And I said, no, I don't want you listening to me. I want you listening to him. Yeah. Listen to his words. Listen to Pam Bondi's words, the nominee for AG. And boy, are they almost identical about how they intend to pursue the prosecutors and the investigators who simply tried to do their job. And almost laughably, if this wasn't so serious, we could laugh at this, but almost laughably, Kash Patel has said, well, I don't know if it's going to be criminal or civil. We'll have to see.
Okay. Oh my. We have to, let's laugh at it. I think we should laugh at it.
You actually have no idea what you're talking about. Is that right, Mr. Patel? Do you think the FBI handles civil matters or criminal? Do you understand what? Oh, and I'm going to empty out FBI headquarters, 7,000 employees on day one. On day one. Oh, okay. And what are you going to do with those people? Do you understand what the purpose of headquarters is? To coordinate the 30,000-foot view of transnational crime, violent crime, the gangs that you rail about, the Venezuelan gangs, the MS-13. Do you understand that's why they're there, to call the shots from a 30,000-foot level? You can't just, and then, by the way, to further reveal his ignorance, I'm going to put them all working murder and rape. Well, again, Mr. Patel, I'm sorry to tell you this, but in and of themselves, murder and rape are not federal crimes. So why don't you get a book on the FBI? Oh, perhaps my book. And you can read up on your new job.